Is breakfast the hardest meal to fit into your busy lifestyle? Don't worry, we've all been there. Sometimes it's a day, sometimes it's a week, sometimes a month of hitting the drive-thru, but eventually our bodies tell us that it's time to take charge of breakfast. Give us the right energy and fuel that we need to get through those busy days. That's why we've created the apple pie quinoa breakfast bowl. I think it's going to be the perfect way to make sure that you wake up on the right side of the bed. What I love about this recipe is that it uses just a few simple ingredients that I have already in the kitchen. I'm going to start by making enough breakfast for 4 meals. This way I know that at least 4 out of the 5 days of the week, I'm going to be getting a healthy and nutritious breakfast. Let's start by peeling, coring, and chopping a Granny Smith apple. I like to use Granny Smith apples because they're nice and crunchy, and I know that they're going to hold their shape while we're cooking them. If you don't have any apples in your kitchen, feel free just to add half a cup of applesauce when we add in our quinoa. Now it's on to the quinoa. I love cooking with quinoa. It's a grain that dietitians call a perfect protein. This means that it contains all 9 of the essential amino acids that our bodies need. What you may not know is that quinoa crops are sprayed with a chemical pesticide called saponin. Most commercial quinoa is already rinsed, but it's important to rinse it again at home just to make sure that none of that bitter residue is left on the quinoa. Now that the ingredients are ready, let's get cooking. Start by melting a little butter in a saucepan. If you're a vegan, you can substitute this with a non-dairy alternative. Add the apple and cook until just softened. This should be about 3 minutes. Add in the spices, and remember that you can get all the exact measurements on thehotplate.com or by clicking on the recipe link below in the description. And pour in 1.5 cups of water. Cover the pot and bring the whole mixture to a boil. Once boiling, add the rinsed quinoa and reduce the heat to a simmer. Drizzle in a little maple syrup for sweetness and stir all the ingredients together. Cover and continue to cook for 15 minutes. The quinoa is going to become tender and all the water should be evaporated. Now that the quinoa is ready and smelling amazing, it's time to serve. I like to serve up my apple pie quinoa breakfast bowl with a dollop of fat-free Greek yogurt for a hit of calcium and a little extra protein. And if you're feeling fancy, maybe a few apple slices.